Oh hey guys, Alex from lc.com. Now today I'm going to share to you about a topic that uh, I would say globally concerned in terms of protecting the planet Earth that we live in. Now the philosophy is the 3R, and the 3R consists of reuse, reduce, and recycle. Now, the reason why I wanted to talk about this is it as a person who are responsible developing products and creating products for consumer to consume and use. We are the one that taking charge of the front end before the what will cause the consequence of the back end of the food chain. Now I'd like to stress straight and get it straight to recycle. Now, because the reduce and reuse, I will probably talk about that in future. Now we're just going to focus on recycle. Now we just within recycle, because we know that different countries and different area has the ability to actually commercially turn what you call the from a used product and to a transition of collecting rubbish and then deliver to a center, wash and break it down, and then re-establish to products that can be reused commercially again. Now there's it's a process that depending on what type of coated recycle materials that certain machine can use to reuse that. I mean, recycle the whole the on the chemical side of recycling the component. So now I'll go through 7 codes of materials so that you kind of know before you even started designing, you kind of have an idea that those coated materials are whether it is available to recycle within your country. Now the first one is PET. Now most of you will probably know PET is quite widely used. Like PET, usually they use it for soft drinks and drinking water and salad domes and biscuit trays, salad dressings, peanut butter containers, and so on and so forth. So those are PET materials. Now, because PET is so widely used because of its ability to hold and secure and the food inside the container, and preserve it pretty well with a really good shelf life. Now the second one is HDPE. HDPE is basically like milk bottles, like freezer bags, like deep tubes, like crinkling shopping bags, and ice cream containers, and juice bottles, like shampoos and chemical detergent. So there is a characteristic of HDPE which is very durable to certain chemical, that especially those cohesive high cohesive ingredients. Now the third one is PVC. So PVC, you would probably heard of, like PVC of pipes and stuff, but a lot of cosmetic containers and commercial cling wrap, they use PVC quite frequently. And if you see those gift boxes, like you have sleeve on the gift boxes that makes your perfumes or the product really nice, and it's a clear plastic and it's quite durable. Those are PVC. And now the fourth one is LDPE. LDPE generally used in squeeze bottles and cling wrapped and shrink wrapped and rubbish bag as well. Now LDPEs will probably be like kind of you gotta look into it to check your local's commercial recycling facilities, whether they have that or not. But most of them will have that available to collect those items. Now, the fifth one is PP, and PPs are generally like microwave dishes and ice cream tubs. Again, some of them they use PP, and potato chips bags, and deep tubs, so on and so forth. So PP is kind of like, you gotta look at the code as well, and that's code number 5. Now the sixth one is PS. So well, PS is kind of like a hard clear. It's kind of closer to PVC, but it's not. So for example, like CD cases, water station cups, like plastic cutlery, and like fake, not really real crystal glassware, and video cases as well. I don't think we have much video cases these days, but it's kind of those materials are made off of PS. Well, I have to check again. Code number 6 is kind of like some places might not be able to recycle it, so it will go into landfill. So we have to check again. I guess if some of the things that you look into it, if you can avoid in certain countries that doesn't have the facilities to recycle that material, then you can kind of like look for alternative. So now the 6th one is EPS, foam polystyrene and hot cups, hamburgers, takeaway, and foam meat trays. Now this is a hard one because like for certain industry, they will use that because it's light and it's kind of like convenience. But then I would say, as someone who are responsible in the front line, if you can consider about not using it or avoid it at all costs, then by all means try your best to avoid this category. This is just my personal opinion, but with all due respect. So but the decisions at the end of the day, you got to be sensible when it comes to a designer to really be taking that responsibility to look for alternative solution. So the last one is code number 7, which is others, which is like the water cooler bottles and flexifilm, just multi-materials, like mix of here and there. Now again, the number 7 is kind of like, if you find out like local recycling facilities, if you check with them and they say, nah, we don't recycle 5, 6, or 7, code 5, 6, or 7, then you have to think again, like there's another alternative that you can look into it. Now I would say code number 1, 2, and 3, generally they are quite massive, in terms of the volumes of products coming into the country, because of the reuse. The recycling facilities enables to reuse again. Now in, let's say for New Zealand, the percentage apparently from the recycling facilities source, the landfill for most of the collected recycled materials is generally less than 1% that ended up in landfill. So now the issue is that because whatever landed up in landfill are mostly plastic bags. So plastic bags is kind of like a huge culprit that like when it's landed in landfill, it just doesn't compose. So so again, like we've got to be kind of really clear that what is recyclable and what is manageable and what is not manageable and end up in landfill. We've got to understand all of this when we sort of look into creating products for consumer to kind of use it. So again, like the ultimate way to really cut down these sort of problems that will bring harm to the environment is to look into like some other compostable materials. I wouldn't go into detail today, but just today is just laying out the 7 sort of code that what we can think about, and when we are creating something, we can use that as a reference to think about it. Now guys, I hope you enjoy this channel. I mean this recording like today, and feel free to share to anyone that you know that might be very benefits to this video, and click like and subscribe to my channel. And yeah, well, any question, just feel free to really ask it, and I'll try my best to answer it. And again, like, this is a pretty general one, but if I want to if you need to know in a certain specific subject or topics that you want to discuss, like, just write down where comments and ask me any question, and I'll try to reply as the best I can. All right, guys, I'll see you soon. All right, take care, bye.